Hey, greetings YouTube viewers from the Nevada Arcade Channel. Hope everybody is doing well today. We are back at you live from Las Vegas, Nevada, and we are once again in search of that $20,000 prize. It says so right here. Alright, with double pay free spaces exposed, let's start with what usually is a very good letter I. As many of you know, if you've watched a few of our last videos this week, we were back in Arizona over the weekend and picked up dozens and dozens of scratch cards, so we are equipped. We should have a video or two a day for at least a couple of weeks. We hope you enjoy them as much as we enjoy doing them. We've had a few winners here in the last couple of videos. Hopefully you have viewed, and we are looking for that big prize. Alright, root has got two O's, third one. Well, that took off like a bang. We got 1, 2, 3, and then that was it. Oh, here we go. Here's two more. Those were in the way of my camera stand there. Okay, 5 O's, a little bit better. The letter B. Is, I don't want to say a blank quite yet, but I sure don't see a B there. Anybody see a B? Whoop. Bicycle, short of bike. Alright, certainly there's going to be some U's. Boy, a whole top row of several vowels. We did have one of these tickets earlier in the week, and every vowel was exposed except the Y. That was a first. I mean, we had them all. I thought that was going to be our $10,000, $20,000 ticket, but it was a winner, but not a big winner. Every vowel was exposed. Alright, kind of like the way this one's going. E is a big hit. Alright, still need an A. However, the E did not hurt our feelings. Okay, any more E's? Yeah, A would be a good one. Letter H for those of you guys that can't see them. Alright, probably just those two. The letter K for steak. We also had a double pay earlier, and it was about an 8 or 9 digit word we spelled, and it had one of these little free space symbols in there, and of course that doubled our prize for the ticket, which we were happy for. Alright, less than halfway through, we have spelled the word bike. And L and a D would spell knowledge. Would be a big one. Couple of N's. I see the sister, the M's. I see an H I missed. Alright. So one word in, not bad. With half of them to go, vessel looking good. Alright, the letter D. Be a nice one if we could get an L. An L would spell two words. TRY. Let's see, diameter. Well, this ticket is shaping up nicely going into the final 2/3 here. Root, no R yet. Several T's. Alright, still one word in, but we're looking good. I'm cautiously optimistic here. I did see at least one C, if not more. Maybe it. Well, I can think of some. There's an N. I'd say we missed. That's our second word, spoon. Spoon is our second word. Right behind bike. All right, let's hope for 4 or 5 more here. Wouldn't that be nice? All right, the letter V. I thought I saw, yeah, vessel. L would be a great one. L would fill out a ton of words. All right, was there a Y? There was for try. Let's hope that that's not our only word. Come on, L. All right, steak, number 3. No R. Okay, an R would be lovely. Let's spell herd also. Whoops, I did not mean to. Yeah, that R is not a scratch. I prematurely scratched. I got so excited there. Looking for the A's. There's a D I missed. And another A. Once again, an R would be nice. An L would be nice. An M would be a good one. Wow, so many ways to go here. I don't know what to wish for. Well, without further ado, there is an M for diameter for ram. How about that? All right, no L, no R, and that would have filled the entire ticket. L and R. So we have steak, we have ram, we have bike, we have spoon for 4, and diameter for 5. Unfortunately, no, spoon is a double. Look at this. Spoon is a double. So 5 words. This ticket. The way I'm reading it should be $10 for 5 words plus double. This is a $20 ticket, guys. That is our bigger ticket since we got back from our little Arizona road trip over the weekend. Let's put that one aside and put it in the winners column. That was a nice way to start today. $20 for a $3 ticket. Okay, let's start with our, well, that was our 4 free spots. Okay, let's hope we continue. Boy, wouldn't that have been nice if we had an L or an R that would have spelled every word in the ticket. I keep looking over there, but I'm not developing an L or an R. That were the only 2 that were missing. All right, let's get back to the card at B here. R. Let's see if we can get 2 in a row. These were off the same packet there. I did separate them. They were connected, so you never know. We'll get 2 in a row. Okay, a couple of R's. The letter S. and H. Hungry. Well, already starting off okay. The T in the intersection there. Well, that was sweet. I'm still thinking about that last ticket with a double pay. One more word would have been 50 and it would have been worth 100. I'm going to double check that ticket. T. If anybody saw anything for a sixth word, I may bring that ticket back at the end here just so we can look at it together. Wouldn't that be nice? From $20 to 100. All right, the letter D. I do not see more than one D. Lard is the word. Okay, hungry. Do I see another G? I do not. And the I is always a good one. 1, 2, 3. We had 11 letter I's a couple of videos ago. Our record, of course, is 12. This only 3, hardly a record. Okay, grill. Puts us real close, but I forgot the G, guys. How did I do that? First word. Lovely. This is exactly where we got our first word on the last ticket. It was second row, 2 in. So maybe that is a sign. Maybe we just figured something out. Okay, if I missed anything, which I'm sure there's a missing 1 or 2, we will catch up. Hungry. And just the 2 ends, it looks like. Letter B. I'm already looking ahead to these double pay words. I think there was a C or 2. Is there 2? Pack. Yep. It's funny how the I catches certain words. All right, we need some vowel help here. Gonna be just the 1 J followed by a K. Well, we need 2 more words here. An O would be a nice one. If we could follow it up with an F. All right, no U yet. We could use the E and the A for sure. All right, just a couple of O's. The letter M. Just 1. It's going to have to finish fast if we're going to spell 2 more words. Yak could easily be spelled. Still no E and an A. There's an L I missed. No E and an A. There is a T I missed. Sometimes you guys wonder how I miss these. I have to sit behind the camera in my little tripod. Sometimes the legs get in the way of part of the card and I just for some reason go right by them. Plus I am half blind, so that's the other reason. But we appreciate you guys correcting my misses. All right, you I'm looking for more. We need a minor miracle here if we're going to spell two words. We did spell a second word. Try was missing. So we have grill and we have try. Oh, and look at this, guys. This is right where my front leg of my tripod is right here. Anyways, we spelled three. Try yoke and grill. And I am still looking for missing letters. There's an H for chime. And there is a C. We're spelling letters without scratching. There's an R. Alright. An E would be wonderful as it would spell P. An A would not hurt my feelings. So how many did I say we had? We have three in. Try, yoke, and grill. Alright. Miracles here. There is a letter P, which I know we need. However, without that A and E, I don't think we're going to complete anything else. Alright, it looked good. We got our money back, $3. That is an unusual card that left us high and dry with the A and the E. However, we should be fortunate to, and also know why. We should feel fortunate to have gotten the three words. So anyways, let's go back to this ticket for just a second. Bear with me here. I know there's not an L or an R, and that's the only thing we were missing. No L, no R. Did we miss any other words that could be spelled? We have steak, ram, diameter, spoon, and bike, and that's 5. And it's not going to get any better than that, guys, but this is a $20 ticket. We appreciate having you here to share that little win with us. And if you liked it, give us a thumbs up. If you really liked it, share it on Facebook. We appreciate it, guys. Stay tuned for more. Nevada Arcade out.